I'm Jeff Allen Wolf, and welcome to A World Gone Mad. It's that time, WTF Wednesday. That's the day I don't tiptoe, I don't whisper, and I sure as hell don't give a crap who gets upset at me. I cut through the bullshit, call it what it is. We have a circus of cowards, liars, and self-appointed patriots who love this country the same way an arsonist loves a matchbook. WTF Wednesday, where I ask that question, what the fuck is Donald the delusional one and his MAGA supporters doing now? And more importantly, how is any of this going to hurt us, the ones who really care about our country and democracy? Okay, reluctantly, let's get into all of this madness. Here we go. WTF Wednesday, the calm before the storm. Now, while some of you have favorite podcasts over mine, I want to clear up something that's making the rounds. Very important, so you, the listener, please pay attention. This is being reported by other podcasts that the Pentagon has ordered all 50 states to create National Guard rapid response units to target civil unrest. Sounds like the beginning of martial law, right? But let's slow down. Talk about what's real and what's rumor. Yes, there is movement inside the Pentagon to strengthen the so-called quick reaction forces within each state's National Guard. These units are meant to respond faster when protests or emergencies overwhelm local police. It's not brand new. Every state already has Guard soldiers trained for crowd control and disaster response. What's new is a push to formalize and standardize them nationwide under a single readiness plan. That's where the confusion and fear are coming from. What's not true is that the military has suddenly declared open season on American citizens. Governors still control their own Guard units, unless the president activates them federally, which would require a legal order under the Insurrection Act. So while the headlines sound ominous, this isn't an overnight shift into dictatorship. It's another sign that Washington is bracing for turbulence, social, political, maybe economic, and trying to look ready. That's the real question. Still not resolved. So everyone, including you, the other podcasters, take a chill pill. Stop believing every talking voice you hear. Some of these other people are extremely popular podcasts and commentators, but I'm not buying this just yet. This is what I was talking about at the previous episode or two about fake breaking news to get you to listen to their podcast or their YouTube channel just to get clicks. I don't do that garbage. Okay, let me switch gears. So apparently, Donald Trump had what was called a perfect MRI. Actually, he called it the perfect MRI. Perfect! At Walter Reed. Now, I don't know about you, but when someone volunteers that kind of detail, saying, I had an MRI, it was perfect, everybody said so. My first thought isn't, wow, what a healthy guy Trump is. It's, wait, why are we even talking about this? Because people who are truly fine don't need to tell you they're fine 3 times in one sentence. They go live their lives. But here we are again, parsing another mystery visit to Walter Reed and another round of don't ask questions. Now, remember the first one of his MRIs back in 2019? Unannounced, unexplained, routine checkup, all hush-hush, until reporters started asking why the presidential motorcade was hauling tail to a hospital on a Saturday morning. 5 years later, the pattern repeats. A sudden hospital run, a tight-lipped staff, the country left guessing. Only this time, the stakes feel different, because now Donald Trump is openly teasing a third term. Trump keeps floating that idea of running for a third term, even though the Constitution says he can't. It's written in black and white. 2 terms, the end. But that hasn't stopped his party from obsessing over how to make it happen anyway. They keep trying to twist, bend, and break the system to keep Donald in power. Now, some prominent Republicans are even saying there's a way around it, that there's some loophole, some technicality that would let Trump keep going. It's madness, it's desperation, and it tells you everything about where their priorities are. Keep power at all costs. Now, while they fantasize, it's their own porn actually, while they fantasize about rewriting the Constitution for one man, the country is breaking down around them. The government shutdown still raging on. Millions of Americans are left wondering about paychecks, food programs, stamps, healthcare funding. And the only thing the GOP can focus on is how to protect their leader instead of their people. They're still blaming Democrats, still pretending this chaos belongs to someone else, still hoping no one notices the house is on fire while they argue over who lit the match. Now, in the middle of all this dysfunction, all of us, you, me, we still have friends, family, coworkers, people we grew up with who swear Trump is the greatest president. Let me clear my throat there because I was getting nauseous. He's the greatest president of all time. They ignore the corruption, the chaos, the cruelty, and they say Trump tells it like it is. I have a half-sister who said that many years ago. How blind can one be? They'll defend him while the country crumbles because the party has become the personality, and the personality has swallowed the truth. Now, I'm not a doctor. I don't play one on TV. But if you're doing MRIs at Walter Reed in the middle of a presidency, unannounced, unexplained, and all hush, hush, then something's going on. Maybe it's medical. Maybe it's political. Maybe it's both. Because in Trump world, health is never just health. It's another branding opportunity. And then, to add on top of that, remember this? Then came Japan. At a ceremony inside Akasaka Palace, video showed the president appearing to need guidance from Japan's new prime minister as they walked around the room. Take a look at the video. The prime minister motioned Trump forward. She gently redirected Trump when he paused and led him through the event. People around the world saw it and started asking questions. Was Donald confused? Was he tired? Was he lost? Or was this just a simple moment being blown out of proportion? Now, no one is making medical claims here. Certainly not me. We're talking about perception. What people saw, what they thought they saw, and what it means when a president who insists he's in perfect health after his MRI looks like he's being guided through a state event. Now, whether it was nothing or something, it added another layer to the unease already hanging over the country. The unease that comes from seeing a leader project strength while appearing anything but. Now, we have reached the point where truth itself has a publicist. The headline isn't President Gets MRI, it's President Markets MRI. The kind of thing we used to associate with military takeovers in unstable countries is now happening here. And it's just another ordinary day in America. Now, this is the kind of week where nothing big seems to be happening. But everything important is happening at once. Trump is teasing autocracy while pretending his body and the country are both perfect. And the press, mainstream media, barely blinks. They are too tired, too numb, too used to the noise. Now that's what gets me. The normalization of the abnormal. We don't even flinch anymore. We just scroll. So maybe the real MRI we need is on America's brain. Because the national scan doesn't look perfect. It shows scar tissue from lies, from apathy, and from years of gaslighting and alternative facts. A democracy can't survive on denial any more than a heart, Trump's, can survive on cheeseburgers and rage. If a perfect MRI is all it takes to calm people down, then we officially lost the plot, everyone. And now here we are, the calm before the storm. The country sitting in a quiet kind of tension where everything looks normal on the surface, but everyone, you the listener, myself, can feel that something's about to give. The shutdown still hasn't ended. The tariffs are rattling markets. Prices are hiking again. Businesses are hesitating. Workers are tired of waiting. You can feel the strain like a pressure cooker just below the lid. Now, this is where we are right now. America holding its breath. The world watching to see whether the next crack comes from politics, from the economy, or from the president himself. People are quietly wondering if Trump's health will turn, if there's something more behind the perfect MRI, if the next press conference brings another surprise. Now, everyone pretending it's fine. Everyone's saying it's under control, while deep down, all of us know it isn't. We're not in the storm yet, everyone, but we can hear it. And when it hits, no one gets to say they didn't see it coming. All right, Wolfpack, I know you're listening. I see the numbers. But man, my email inbox looks like a ghost town. A few texts here, a handful of emails there, a single voicemail. I know you're busy, but not hearing from you tells me you've given up or you don't care. Don't give up. Now is the time to use your voice. Do you feel like things are so far gone that nothing will change? Or do you feel like me, this is the calm before the storm? And if you've emailed me once before and haven't for a while, can you say hello, please? The email, wolfpacktalks@gmail.com, WOLFPACKTALKS, plural, @gmail.com. The voicemail box, 833-399-9653. It's just a voicemail box. I'm not picking up, and assistant's not picking up. We are at the calm before the storm. Does any of you else feel it beside me? Am I misreading this? Do you, the listener, feel it's just going to go downhill like always, or that something big is coming our way? I hope I'm wrong, but I have this sense of dread, for lack of a better word, that the rest of the year is going to be one hell of a ride. I hope I'm thinking wrong on that idea. Now, I have a favor to ask you, the listener. I'm getting cut off on all major social media apps. They're throttling my voice. TikTok, YouTube, Facebook already did this. You know about this. Those were regulars everywhere. Please share my podcast with others. I could use your help. I know some of you have done this in the past, but now is when I really could use your help and you could make a difference. Don't just listen to my podcast and forget about it until next episode. When you listen to my podcast, would you please take the time to share it everywhere? I don't know how many of you listen to the end of each of my episodes, but this is a shorter one than most, and it gives you time to catch up on the ones you missed. If you have not listened to the previous 2 episodes before this, you should. Very important information in there. This is A World Gone Mad. I'm Jeff Allen Wolf. I'll be back Friday. I say the shit that no one else will because I'm not afraid to speak truth to power. Until then, Wolfpack listeners, remain skeptical, keep focused, but most of all, stay hopeful.